All right. Good afternoon, America. This is Dr. Cherry from the Arid Zone. And again, making up my statement, I am the first cosmic cop, teaching you, the police and the FBI, the cosmic code jurisdictions, and to follow the rules imposed by God in God cosmic design. Again, remember, God never came down, wrote no books. And the reptilians stimulated the minds of all these people to end up creating 875 different religions or 875 different ways to kill your neighbor because you don't share the same religion. All right. God never come down, wrote no books, and Jesus' cosmic ministry is very real. Jesus wanted to talk to us through the energy, the essence of the 12 apostles, representing the 12 hours of the day, the 12 months of the year, the 12 scenes, the 12 jury, and the 12 signs of the zodiac. Thus, God gave us the stars for more than the sake of beauty. He gave it to us so we can use them as interpretation and in the process live a safer, more productive life. All right, so we are slowly but surely moving from that shocking window into a deadly window of May the 10th. Now, it is important if you are a cop or if you know somebody working in the police to let them know they are now extraordinarily vulnerable to reptilian infected souls out there, and they are all over the place. Police will be killed. Police will kill innocent people. Crazy lunatic people will not hesitate to grab a machine gun and shoot. Again, be careful what you say. Be very aware of your words. A lot of idiots, educated idiots, have lost their jobs because they don't understand the extraordinary power of Pluto, which is now regulating their emotions, which is taken care of by the reptilians. Be careful where you go. Be careful what you do. Do not, repeat myself, be part of a large gathering unless you want to end up dead. This window is serious. Now, of course, I received a bunch of email from people complaining about my negativity. But again, my good friend, killing the messengers or make me responsible for an endless chain of negative news makes no sense, especially when all I'm doing is trying really hard and offer you my warning so you do not become part of the statistics. You want to play the ostrich job and stick yourself and your head in the ground? So be it. But if you're courageous, if you're curious, if you're strong, if you pay attention, and if you apply your will, which is the part of God inside of you, which is much more stronger than the dragon or the reptilians, you will be safe. This is how it works. Now, if you are depressed because of all the news, especially the pandemic involving millions of people that are dead due to COVID-19, which is cursing planet Earth, something that I predicted a long time ago. For those of you who have followed me for years, I told you many years ago, be ready for a universal reptilian infestation. Just Google it if you do not believe me. Look at the date when I told you that. Well ahead, well before COVID-19 started to cross this planet. So I'm about to produce a special event, a video that will help you to regenerate your spirit through hypnotherapy. So my webmaster, Tom, fantastic genius guy who works for the government and security. That's why my website is extraordinarily safe. You can order anything from my website. You're not going to have any hijack there. He's working on the technology for me to produce that special event. When I'm working on generating something that will steer the power, the healing power from your subconscious. So the idea will be to put many of you in a light trance with the music in the background, okay? And then let my healing words tap on the creative forces of the divine or the superconscious in time and space. And that will heal you and help you to reach your wishes. So if you are, or if you know someone suffering from depression, do I understand you, my good friends, during those difficult days? Do I understand you? Many people have lost their job. Many people have lost people to this disease. So it is serious. So many of us have given up hopes, and that is the last thing you want to do. So please let them know about this free service to humanity. Now, the elliptic session that I have in mind will teach you how to get rid of the reptilians, those nasty entities who are trying so very hard to hijack your body, your mind, and your soul, making you feel depressed, even induce suicidal thoughts. We don't want that. So by using the same psychical tools, the thought power, remember, the future is nothing else than the reincarnation of your thought, okay? So you have the power to create. You were made in the image of God. There is no difference. There is no difference between two images. You have inherited the same exactive creative power as God himself, the creator. That's why I always tell you one more time, your future is nothing else than the reincarnation of your thought. That's why it's important to keep them free from those entities, and then to keep that optimism, being happy, being positive is so critical to avoid the reptilian infestation. Now, in time, I will offer you the day and the time when I'm planning to do that. So if you don't want to miss it, I would definitely go to my YouTube channel and sign up right now. Now, antidepressants, if you use them, this can only open the door to a deeper reptilian infestation. So one more time, do not miss this live special event on YouTube. And then you have the link. Join now. Click join. You'll be very happy once this session, this new healing session will reach you, and you can go back to it anytime you feel down and depressed. This is why I want to do that for the public. So the public will realize that Dr. Cherie is a beacon of light, a beacon of hope, gifted with supreme cosmic wisdom, and that pisses off a lot of envious, jealous young soul who would find every single way to hurt my integrity, my name, and who that I am. But it ain't gonna work because I have the Draconis on my side. Now, quite important for you, if you took the time to read Elon Musk, NASA, and Mars reptilian infestation and watch the video, there is no denying my warning and my repetitive accuracy, imparted all by my UFO predictive legacy. Do you remember when I said on that video, be ready for a surprise? Little did I know then that not only you or me would have a surprise at a personal level, but the entire world. And what am I referring at? I'm referring at this Chinese rocket that will crash to Earth within a huge risk zone this weekend. Excuse me, this during an SOS to the world deadly window. My good friend, it's time to pray. It's time to pray because many of us ain't gonna make it. So the shocking, abnormal, unusual rocket space news are part of the keywords that I gave you well before they even probably launched the Chinese rocket. But only if you're a VIP, if you sign up to the private Cosmic Code website, will you know at the beginning of the month what's going to happen on the end, in the middle, and the beginning of this month. That's why we have over 10,000 people there. Smart, superhuman, curious people who understand that God created the sign in the heavens again to be used as sign. And not many people are able to understand, translate, or use those signs. And that's why you're coming back, because you know I'm real. My windows always depict a very high probability of earthquakes at or above 6.0. Guess what? Today, we had a 6.1 in Tonga again, second one during this window. And about explosion and shocking news, my God, only if you know me and watch me, you're going to hear me on radio, on television, giving very specific dates of those explosive, shocking news and earthquakes. I did that for years on coast to coast. Sad enough, they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want me to talk about President Trump when all their guests have deceived you and every one of them has said the president would be re-elected, the ex-president. I am the only one who said, no, he wants. And I also warned George, Tom, and millions of people that COVID was very real. The next thing you know, I was supposed to be in the air last October. They didn't invite me again. They said, hey, you're going to be in here. Yeah. So I trusted them and I told all my friends, all my supporters. And now people think I'm a liar because Mr. Tom Dienheiser decided not to delegate with Dr. Cherry because Dr. Cherry only speaks the undiluted truth. There you are. Do I have reason to be pissed off? Yes, because many, I let you down. I let all my supporters down because they let me down. My friends for years, just because they can handle and they don't want to talk about the truth. And that's why you're joining me. This is why my YouTube channel is bringing more and more people each passing day. Because you know Dr. Cherry speaks the truth, the undiluted truth. Deal with it. Don't do the ostrich game. Don't put your head in the sand. Face it, be prepared, and do something about it, like I do. Now, what does this shocking window also refer to? Cyber attack forces major US fuel pipeline to shut down. The word hacking, the word cyber attack, terrorism took place. It is not every day that you're going to have a Chinese rocket that's going to come down. And maybe you're watching TV and all of a sudden you have a school bus crashing through your roof. Hello? It's not every day that you got a cyber attack that stopped major US fuel pipeline to shut down. I warn you. Is the FBI paying attention? Of course not. Are they going to come and knock my door again like they did because I give exact date of terrorist attack in the past? Guess what? I don't think I'm going to do it. They're not worth my time. Like Coast to Coast or Ancient Alien. They invited all those guys. None of them have seen a UFOs. They'll imagine. Oh, they are great people, great entertainer. Their repertoire of wisdom is fantastic. But where is Dr. Cherry there? Are they going to invite me? No, I would steal the show. That's why they keep me away. That's how it is when you're too good at what you do. People are scared to get afraid of you. Sad reality, my good friend. Now, 30 killed, 52 wounded in a blast near Kabul Girls' School. Did you read the word explosion? Did you read the word explosion in my keyword? Warned you, be careful, explosion happened. You can't deny it if you read English. And I did the same with my good friend Jim Carroll's show. I give it exact date of explosions, 2 humongous explosions and earthquakes. It's in the newsletter. If you scroll down, you will see, not only on this show, and not many people who have had me on their show, not only coast to coast, I make inaugural, well-documented daily predictions. And that's why I'm fighting. That's why I'm harassing you to pay attention. Remember, I'm the first cosmic cop. If you don't respect the law, if you don't stop at the red sign, at the red light or the stop sign, you're going to get killed. I don't want you to die. I want you to be aware and be more careful than usual because life doesn't stop during those windows. Another one, a Georgia woman was shocked. The word shocking is there, yes, to find at least 100,000 bees in her home for the second time. Isn't that shocking? But that woman is a Jew. Of course, she doesn't know. She doesn't know about duality. And unless you do a reading with Dr. Cherry and you don't know what is a dual, well, you're going to have things happening to you by 2, 4, 6 times. It's good if you win the lottery, though. That's why people win the lottery 2 or 4, 3 or 6 times. Yeah, it happens. Now, remember the warning that I give you about shocking news and the warning about this SOS to the world, okay, this window, this deadly window was given to you on April 30th. April 30th, I give you that window in my newsletter. And I give it also to all my supporters, to my VIPs on the Cosmic Code on April 30th too. So at the beginning of the year, they know what to expect. So if they're going to go somewhere, okay, they know, oh, Dr. Thury says there may be big surprise. My time to go might be with my camera, I check UFOs. Or maybe you should be careful. Oh, next thing you know, I get email, Dr. Thury, you were right. Oh my God, I got a ticket. I got a busted tire, or something happened, or something exploded. It's happening during those windows. So now we are moving into this deadly window. Okay, be cautious, my good friend. One of the key words that I have is Russia, famous deaths, dramatic news, police, FBI, secret, sex, crazy people, reptilians are going to have fun. Ugly face of death, horror surface. Each time I point out this window, cops get killed. Okay, innocent people get killed by the cops. Crazy people kill people. You remember what happened in Las Vegas with this crazy lunatic with his machine gun, killing hundreds of people? Do you remember Chauvin sticking his knee on this poor black dude and killed him? During those windows, be careful what you say, careful what you do. Do not be part of large gathering, or you may end up in a religious stampede, and all the kids following the parents are being run over by the idiocy of these religious poisoned idiots out there who don't understand God's cosmic design or Jesus' initial cosmic ministry. It's on now. Be cautious. I can only hope this damn thing out there is not going to go through your own ceiling. So come back, because I'm going to put the results of all my vision when they happen, as they transpire. Sudden enough, they will happen, because you know, a lot of people are going to get some wake-up calls too. Now, I was looking at the news. The teens are obsessed with anti-aging skincare. Our teens are fueling an anti-aging trend. Those kids are part of a generation where the dragon is in the sign of Virgo, the sign of criticism, detail, health. All those kids suffer a subconscious fear of death, decay, and disease. The kids, they don't know better. They should be more worried about what's going on with science, what's going on with politics. But they're kids. They're just starting in this world. They don't know better. Nobody is there to teach them to control their negative thought. Anytime they're afraid of dying or getting old, it becomes a wish to their subconscious. That's one of the reasons that I decided to make that hypnotherapy tape. And hopefully some of those kids will realize, okay, there is beauty in old age. There is beauty in wisdom. Wisdom can only be imparted by old guy like me, 71 years old, trying to give you that cosmic wisdom. So if you are a teen, realize your chart, your stars, the Virgo, the Virgin Mary, she's so critical. She's going to make you feel so critical about every little part of your body when you look at your face. If you're not careful, she's going to turn you into a vegetarian. You're not a cow, again, born with flat teeth and 3 stomachs to eat grass all night long, all day long, and regurgitate all night long. No, you're not a tiger born with fangs and claws to eat only hamburgers or steak. You're a human being. Who is there to teach those kids to apply their will before the subconscious take this as a wish? And those kids are going to get old much faster, because your subconscious does not know what's right, what's wrong, doesn't even rationalize. It's just taking your thought as is. So if you're not aware of how you generate negative thoughts, which are endorsed and exaggerated and pushed by the reptilians, you ain't going to live long. That's why many of these kids will not make it past 20 years old, because they're going to be infected by the reptilians, and no one is there to teach those kids on how those entities are affecting their psyche, and how God speaks its will through the stars, and how God has made their divinity. It's terrible for those children who cannot regenerate. And just watch all these very famous people, all these very beautiful people, and the majority of them are insane, going crazy, and hang themselves in such unhealthy life. Look at this old lady. She died at 94 years old. 94, she was saying, hey, I need more beer. Look at France, where I'm from. Look at Italy, ruled and controlled by Leo, the sign of love and life. And you wonder why French people, Italian people live long and they don't die of heart attack. This old lady was a jewel, 2 lives in one. Like me, I'm a jewel, 2 lives in one. That's why I'm from France and I'm here now. That's why I speak 4 languages. Been married a couple of times. The duality is obvious. But if you do not check on your chart, how are you going to know how to control Saturn, the fear principle? Remove that nasty black moon curse. How are you going to do if you don't have anybody that's going to teach you how to do it? How are we going to use the great Jupiter, the Lord of luck, the planet, the biggest planet in our solar system? How are you going to get the blessing of Jupiter if you don't know in what house and what sign this planet resides? How do you know if Mars, the planet of danger, fire, aggressivity, in your chart is affecting your home? How do you know you're going to go and buy a house with this planet? You're going to lose it in an earthquake or with fire, or you're going to get shot in this house, or you're going to catch yourself or burn yourself. Mars, the Lord of war and danger that controlled Germany. What about Venus? Are you looking for love? Well, find out where she is. Venus in a female chart represents the type of love she's able to offer a man, while Mars represents the type of masculinity, the type of man she's expected and be attracted to. Where is your Mars? Where is your Venus? In the male chart, Venus represents the type of love he will react from a woman. And in the male chart, Mars represents how he's going to show his masculinity. There is so much for you to gain. And combined with this, you have a head and a tail of the dragon, and you have a hidden head and tail of the dragon, cursing or blessing a very specific house in your chart. Yet you do not know. And 99.9% of the people, whether it be religious fanatics, poisoned by the reptilians, or atheists, educated idiots, ain't gonna gain nothing from me. Or they're gonna join those scientific group, listen to Neil deGrasse talking about the stars, knowing nothing about the power of the stars. To him, like NASA, it's something that they're gonna use to send little robot. My good friend, there is so much more about the universe, and there is so much more about you. You're not just a human being made of blood, flesh, and bone. There is so much more power in you, yet it's only if you ask that you shall receive. And it's only when the student is ready that the great teacher, the real teacher, will appear. I wish you could hear what every single person I dealt with last few weeks, last few months, last few years about my work. You will never know. Well, you're going to say, well, Dr. Turi, $350 or $700, you're lucky. I'm going to raise it to 1,000 because I got too many people. So order right away if you want me to take care of you, and then forget it or completely forget it. Who knows, 4 or 5 months from now, hey, time for you to join, unless somebody, doesn't show up, might get a call or an email from Tarania to jump in. My friend, it's critical for you to know, because if you do not know your stars, you ain't going to know your destiny. You ain't going to be happy. This is how it works. It's all written in light. I've got 3 movies on Amazon Prime. Go to drterry.com. Watch those movies. Understand what I'm trying to say. I'm here to help you. Another 2 movies in the progress. And God knows what God has in store for me. And one of these days, before I die, before I go, I want to have 1 more course. Everything that I couldn't teach last 25 years because I was too busy. I want to grab a few of you, maybe bring you to Key West, maybe to Sedona, maybe to Hawaii. I don't know yet. Pay attention. Symbol, pay attention. So maybe you join us in a cruise where I'm going to be teaching all that I couldn't teach. And doing an advanced astropsychology course would be the best thing that can happen to you, because you'll be able to master it, digest it, build your reflexes, and then teach it to the children of the future and understand your family. Because again, you're related to your family genetically only. You may even look like your mom and your dad or your kids, but they have nothing to do with you. They don't have the same stars. They are total strangers. So by understanding your stars, okay, you understand yourself. And then you can read anybody else. So that's why astrology unified, where religion chaos, common sense. You got to go above into the stars where God resides. Investigate, translate, understand the power of God and how He speaks to us. Then you're going to go under the stars. So see how you stand. And then you will understand your cosmic divinity. And from there, nothing can stop you getting all your wishes. I'm here for you. Just be patient. Please, one more time, be very careful. This deadly Plutonic window is not a joke. If you've watched me in the future, you know my prediction always come to pass. Be ready for a wake-up call. A lot of people won't make it. And if you're into the police force, pay attention. Pay attention. It's not going to be a normal day. You might not come back home. The reptilians are nasty. I warn you for many weeks now. So here we are. We talk to you again, my good friend, in a few days from now. But for now, just be part of the solution. Just pass it on. Until then, God bless you. Be careful of that. Bye-bye.